Greetings, I will continue with your initiation in etheric healing. We will continue with the exploration of your brain that, in reality, is a complex electrical system, dotted with glands that perform multidimensional functions when they come into contact with your immediate environment. We have already encountered the pineal gland or epiphysis, and I would simply like to add that, in certain elderly subjects who are losing the meaning of their life, it is because this gland is covered with a shell that makes it non-functional. Instead of trying to remove this resistant shell, I invite you to pierce it with small etheric holes of light, so that the higher frequencies can penetrate this gland. Today we will discover the pituitary or pituitary gland and its close environment, inherent in the hypothalamus, which its researchers call gray matter. But in reality it is a group of cells bathed by a liquid that promotes the flow of electromagnetic currents called nerve impulses. The frequency of these influences ranges between 50 and 500 Hz, below 60 Hz. A subject is placed in the low vibrations of 3D where fear and lust predominate. On the contrary, beyond 500 Hz, the material becomes irrelevant, but a subject may experience psychological disorders that put him in danger or have neurological problems such as epilepsy. The pituitary or pituitary gland is located deep within your archaic brain, at the bottom of an area called the hypothalamus. This little gland is like the conductor of all the endocrine glands in your body. This gland and its environment have multiple functions. They organize the functioning of your system as a whole, but they also secrete neurotransmitters such as dopamine or serotonin. Finally, in this space is where glial cells are produced, which are the cleaners and protectors of your neurons, so to speak. They are the essential allies for the proper functioning of your brain. This gland is sensitive to some of your medications. In particular, it is affected by mood regulators when combined with endocrine disruptors. Exercise. Place a hand on a point on your neck, in the area of your throat chakra. With your etheric hand, penetrate your body, cross the aorta and then slide it behind the atlas of your first vertebra. Then take it to your cranial box, until you find the pituitary gland. This small brain gland has exceptional properties when it is not inhibited. Simply, take it in the palm of your etheric hand, and release it from some of its shackles. Take it little by little and gently circulate through the small channels that connect it with your external environment. Several etheric interventions will be necessary for the recovery of the capacities of your pituitary gland. The only limit to the effectiveness of etheric healing is the limit of your imagination. With humility and gratitude, Archangel Raphael, through Elenti Teka.
Hello Divines, we greet you with love. We are happy to have this opportunity to communicate with you. We are always with you. We always surround them with love, but you are not always aware of our presence. We are here to help you realize the highest potentials of your soul's intentions, which make up the motives of your current incarnations. Each of you came here with the intention of doing things that would allow you to have specific experiences, and to achieve mastery of what was of interest to you. We remain united to you. The angelic has always been present in human life as an emanation of the infinite unity, and as a way of knowing personally and directly your own integrity. We are here to help you remember the truth of your being, because you are one with all life. It is one thing to conceptualize this and another to know it. We want you to know it, and that is why we are here with you, as emanations of the light of infinite unity, so that you remember your freedom, and that you are unconditionally loved and adored. Do you perceive how these things are related to each other? In this here and now, you are innately free and very loved, and you, love is a fact, it is not based on how you live or what you do. Although of course, your satisfaction in life is connected to the way you live and do things. But love is always unconditionally in this here and now, it always surrounds you. At this time, while you receive our transmission, we encourage you to contemplate this, asking yourself the following questions. However you perceive, do you feel loved? Is it easy for you to receive love? How much love do you ask? Your belonging to love simply is. You do not win, you do not take away, it is simply love. This is a fact of your being. You belong to love. As embodied emanations of divine light, you are here to expand life to all that you know, as you have the potential to be immensely creative. Your freedom gives you the opportunity to do things that allow you to continue existing beyond your current life, with what you have never seen or experienced before. In itself, your presence is one of those gifts. Your presence of the divine totality is a creation never before seen, felt or experienced. Your magnificence of being is truly beautiful. Do you know this about yourself? Do you experience a feeling of caring and appreciation for yourself that is not based on any conditioning? If you simply experience this feeling, then you are in harmony with life itself, which loves you deeply and constantly. We know that most human beings have been taught and learned to believe in conditioning that detracts from them and keeps them in constant test to achieve what they dream and desire. The conditioned search for a perfection can make you have extremely good days, but it can also ruin or make your daily life look bad. Our intention in this here and now is to help you relax with all this, so that you allow yourself to smile when you realize how stupid it means to try so hard to get something that is already yours, because it does not belong, nor does it originate in your love. Love is the nature of your being. It is a state of natural expression for you. Humans were made to love. This is a universe of love and all beings have a natural tendency to love. In your current conditioned reality you can only worship yourself through the ego mind. It does not allow you to exercise your free will from the heart and unconditionally love all that you are. You can only love or not some aspects of yourself, which are not many. However, we can all give you our unconditional love. Even life itself observes you with superior pleasure and joy. At all times you are loved at a higher level, no matter how you are doing, being or if you have recently considered, thought or done. Because so much of what you do involves earning yourself a conditioned love, you often feel disconnected from your larger purpose. But to feel your larger purpose, see if you are in harmony with what you really are, as a being loved and created by life itself. This condition does not contemplate any apology, nor does it make any mistakes. You do not need to be fixed, healed or saved, because in your divine being you are complete, you always are and will be. You may not feel it, you can also feel inadequate or insufficient, but that does not change what is inside of you. You can claim your complete and natural infinite belonging in the unity of all that is. Can you feel for a moment how good life could be, if you could feel this kind of endless love for yourself? If you can realize this, you may even perceive the intense and uninhibited love and appreciation of a single person. This is how some of you feel in your life about your parents, or someone who gave you an unconditional feeling of acceptance and welcome right away, and made you feel about yourself and your lives. We would like you to consider that in this now, you can still have this type of relationship. You can discover it if you have never felt it. You can use it regularly, as a way to guide your focus so that you can then experience a different agenda. Even if it is only once in your life, your experiences will not be based on winning or receiving love or approval. Friends, when you are curious about this, you can consider it a wonderful new beginning in your ways of feeling. It can even allow you to experience a rapid change and in a very big way. Now we will talk about your place in infinite unity, how love is always here and now for you. The angelic realm is always here to help. You remember your true potential and the immense support and love behind it all. If you allow yourself to feel and know it, you can find a way to be brave to empower yourself and chart a new path for your human experiences, one that helps you root in your incarnation, your true interests and passions. Beloveds, we cannot interfere in your lives, we cannot interfere with your free will, but we can help you. We remind them that we can connect and communicate our support. Although we are often considered protectors, we cannot fix things. because it is not necessary to do it with anything. We will tell you in terms that allow you to understand that we are not here to rescue you from difficulties, as the challenges that often arise in your lives are part of the process of your permanence here. We are only here to love and comfort you, to remind you of who you really are, to help you use your own inner gifts to navigate and create your life in an amplified way within you, because that is where you know what it is like to live with the infinite light of your true to be. We are here as emanations from the infinite, to always remind you that the invisible world, which is your last nature, is real and that multidimensionality is present in life on Earth. It means that here you can live conscious of what is invisible, because by doing so you will help yourself to feel as the peaceful, spacious, open, free, eternal and infinite true self. Friends, call the angelic kingdom, ask to know our presence. We can do this in fun and repetitive ways that will facilitate your belief in us. On an inner level, connect with your own angelic kingdom and creator plane, so you can perceive yourself as much more than what you think and see in yourself. We wish you a good now. We love you very much. I am Archangel Michael with the Legion of Light and the Radiant Council of Light, through Elia Myra.
Dear luminous being, this now is the time for humanity to change its paradigm, to turn its gaze and attention away from the old and perpetual confusions that drag it to the low frequencies. Different generations have struggled to define the body and mind, to explain duality or, on the contrary, to defend its relevance to it, but what is the body? The body is the materiality of the soul incarnated on earth. The body is the vehicle that the soul graciously uses to travel the steep roads of existence. What is the mind? The mind is what allows you to perceive your own reality, through thought forms, emotions and sensations. The mind is the machine that builds a whole story around these perceptions. The mind is the little ego that chews and ruminates every moment, through the comparisons of the following, of the past and the future. The mind is the judge that only knows duality. Exercise. Now I ask you to breathe and let go of all these illusory diagrams, all these empirical definitions. With each inspiration, feel how the breath of life enters you. With each expiration, feel how you purify yourself. Between each breath, gradually disconnect from your body and mind, so you can listen without filters, what life wants to tell you. Say yes to life. Feel how your heart is filled with divine light and angelic grace. Listen, without judging, how you are loaded with the palpitations of life. Feel how you put aside the little character of the ego, for the benefit of life. Just for a moment, welcome what is. Allow yourself to feel and know in this now, that you are safe, that you no longer need to define yourself, compare yourself and identify yourself. Allow yourself to feel and know that you are, that you vibrate in unison with the highest frequencies of all that is. Stay here as long as you need and as you wish, until you have integrated the cosmic energy deep within each of your cells. When you exhale enough light, you will be able to make your incarnation descend into the Earth's atmosphere. To all the experiences that you will allow yourself to live through the discoveries of your soul. When you bring down the upper light, anchor its beautiful brilliance with an open heart, thus becoming a beautiful firefly of the universe. With love and light, I am Clementina, through Esmeralda.